Ready, hot!
OU football coach Bob Stoops has fired assistants Jackie Shipp and Bruce Kittle. The Oklahoman's Jason Kersey reports the two departed assistants follow former offensive line coach James Patton, whose exit was announced on Monday, out the door. Stoops, who just completed his 14th season as OU's head coach, had never fired an assistant before last January, when secondary coach Willie Martinez was let go. And joining me now on the phone is the Oklahoma's Jason Kersey. And Jason, an OU spokesman declined to comment, and the athletic department hasn't released any statements to officially confirm the departures of Shipp and Kittle, at least not at the time of this taping. So Jason, what do we know at this point?
Well, Dave, we just know that Bob Stoops obviously was not as happy with that 10-3 season in Cotton Bowl loss as he might have led some people to believe. You know, that this is a clear sign that Bob Stoops is very eager to change things and to get back to the way things were in the earlier part of his career. And unfortunately, I think there had to be some casualties here. And these people were his friends, and this has always been one of the things that people worried about him, is that he would never pull the trigger on things like this. But he's definitely shut that down.
And Jason, I guess as a Sooner fan or anybody who follows that program, this is something you would want to see, that, hey, there have to be sacrifices, and it's a move towards continuing excellence, I guess. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that again, these people are people he considers friends, but he's had to make these tough decisions. And I think, you know, the three people that lost their jobs were offensive and defensive line coaches. And that's really where Oklahoma was dominated this year, especially in the three losses, and especially in the Cotton Bowl. Just completely dominated up front on both sides of the ball, and there needed to be changes.
And you outlined in your story in the Oklahoman today some of the players who talked about Jackie Shipp and the influence that those coaches have. But let's move forward and talk about potential hires, as you also had in your article today. Soonerscoop.com reported Tuesday that OU is close to hiring West Virginia offensive line coach Bill Bedenbaugh.
Yes, it seems like he's probably going to be the guy to take over the offensive line. Bill Bedenbaugh is a guy who worked at Texas Tech under Mike Leach. He also spent some time working at Arizona when Mike Stoops was head coach there, so there's a connection there. And he's just had a lot of success as a recruiter, and I think that's another area that they really wanted to improve, is with offensive and defensive line recruiting has really not been as good as it had been over the last several years.
Well, Jason Kersey from the Oklahoman, we appreciate your time and expertise. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And of course, Jason will have continuing coverage online at newsok.com and in the Oklahoman. Co-offensive coordinators Josh Heupel and Jay Norvell, running backs coach Cale Gundy, and defensive ends coach Bobby Jack Wright are the only assistants to remain from Stoops' 2011 staff. Again, a continuing story, and you can follow it right here on newsok.com.